First and foremost, there's no Obi Ganobi today. Obviously, he was in the press conference ahead of Tuesday night's game at Bradford. Where is he?
Obi Ganobi, he's having a kip because you obviously forget he's FA Cup mascot. And so we Obi Ganobi's put away until he's thinking more about Tony Pulis. But my understanding is he's with the analyst doing the walk on Middlesbrough.
Fantastic. And Christmas time just around the corner now. I've got all my Christmas shopping done. I don't know about you, Gaffer, but mine's done. And you want to reward the kids in Peterborough as well, leading up to the festive period. Yeah,
I think that I've spoken to the pairs to be at the stadium today, Phil. So they're going to come back. The plan is to have an open training session, perhaps a bit of a game with some of the players involved against some of our better youth team players as well, and so they can maybe watch 20 minutes of action live at the back stadium, and then meet the players and a few autographs and, you know, a few signings and photographs together. It's for the children, and it's festive period, it's Christmas time. Parents are all looking around now saying what we're going to do when the schools finish on the 19th, but we're going to try and get them into the backs for a morning for a couple of hours and let them meet their heroes.
And this weekend it's a trip to Shrewsbury, back in league action, and of course they've changed their manager fairly recently with Ricketts going in as the main man there. Has he changed much?
Well, it seems to be the way that you change managers these days. You know, only this morning is the Bristol Rovers gaffer gone, and Darrow has worked wonders at that football club. I can't call the reasons by the board make these decisions, but it just seems to be the answer to everything is sack a manager these days. But no, Sam's young manager started his career recently at Wrexham. By all accounts, I've not seen Wrexham, but an excellent side he's put in place. But I remember him scoring a left foot swinger from about 30 yards, and I think it was 6-4 or 6-5 to Wolves against Rotherham, and at the top end of League One when both clubs got promoted in the same season. But I'm sure it was a cross from Sam Ricketts. He's never shot with his left foot in his life. But in all seriousness, he's gone to a good football club with Brian and with Roland, the chairman. They're good people. I had a chat with him at one point myself about perhaps going there. It never went in the direction that it went. It went in a different way. But from our point of view, it's a good place to go and play football. A lot of players in that team that are really good players. Anthony Grant, of course, was here. Matt Sadler was with me in a very successful Rotherham side, and I think he's the club captain and does an able job. So, good place to go and play football. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I mentioned in the interview on Tuesday night how fit your players looked going into extra time and after extra time, and I guess the fitness won't really be an issue for you this weekend. No,
listen, we've got people at Woodyard, 18.5 kilometres at Bradford. I know it's extra time, 18.5 kilometres. And if somebody had told me Marcus Medicine would have been capable of over 16, it just shows you how hard that kid is working. And we've always said if you add that type of effort both ends of the pitch to just outstanding, outrageous ability to score goals and make chances, he becomes the complete player that I know up above they all like. So, but the boys have been in this morning. We gave them yesterday off. They've done a light session, but all chomping at the bit to be included at Shrewsbury.
Yeah, is Marcus playing his best football under you so far?
Well, his game at Bradford was the best I've ever seen him, and believe me, I was the Leeds United manager who had agreed with this football club to buy him for millions, and our chairman at that time, Massimo Cellino, changed his mind, which he often did. So from that point of view, Marcus on Tuesday was, I don't like using this term with any footballer, but was unplayable. He was unplayable, and but for me it was about the endeavour, the hard work, and if you add that on top of the undoubted quality he's got, then he becomes from just a quality footballer to an outstanding, outrageous, talented boy.
I think I'd be the same, but has Ivan Toney stopped talking about his goal yet, or is he still reliving it for you?
Yeah, I think Ivan's talked his goal through with me about 5 times in the last hour. Won't take a goal though, eh? You'd be talking everyone through that for a while, but you only have to look at Ivan Toney's clips on YouTube or various social media to see this kid's. Listen, he's one of 2 players on that pitch that can do that with eye shot in it. That's him and Madison. But for Ivan to have the strength to hold the ball off, get the foul, and then get up and do it. But what was the best of his 2 headers? Is it the diving header? Is it the one from Marcus later on? He's playing like that. I told him today, playing like that. He is simply a top level championship player. And I know that's where he wants to play. So I said to him today, get us promoted.
Yeah, and I guess you want to learn from what happened on Tuesday in terms of defensive stuff, and I guess that's what you've been drilling the players since then.
Well, it's even worse when you look at it back in the video. It's bad on the eye and it's worse afterwards. And we showed the players a presentation today, the good, the bad and the ugly, and you don't need to realise what the ugly was. The goals again.
Sean?
Well, when you go to real ugliness, it's Sean Callaghan or Anders takes it to a different level. But no, in all seriousness, it wasn't good defensively. It was against the normal defensive capabilities of our individuals and their togetherness. And but you know, the wonderful honesty. We get up this morning and you've got numerous players around that camp going, me, and it's great, you know. And then when it came to goals, you had Marcus Maddison and Tony go me as well. So really constructive meeting. We're getting focused and ready for Shrewsbury.